Good morning po sa ating lahat. Manatili po tayong nakaupo para sa ating panalangin. In the name of the Father, of the Son, the Holy Spirit. Amen. Thank you for bringing us together today. We ask for your wisdom and guidance as we conduct this Private Conference. Help us to work with honesty, fairness, and integrity, ensuring that all decisions made align with the best interest of the project and the community. Bless each participant with clarity of mind, patience, and respect for one another. May this process be transparent and productive. Protect us from misunderstandings and guide us toward outcomes that promote progress and service to others. We entrust this meeting to you and us for your continued blessings in all we do. Good morning, everyone. I acknowledge the presence of the member of Bids and Awards Committee, Mrs. Heidelisa B. Mauricio, our chairperson.
Present.
Engineer Joel Estacio, our vice chairperson.
Present.
Engineer Mark Peter Recto, our regular member.
Present.
Engineer Janelle Maria Sigrid Lucinario, our provisional member.
Present.
And Engineer William Zamoranos, our provisional member.
Present.
From our DPWH, Engineer Paulo Garcia, head.
Present.
Engineer Michael Angelo D.G. Mariano, member. Engineer John Aureliano, member.
Present.
Mr. Denver Largosa, member.
Present.
From our back secretariat, Engineer Adelina Pito, member. Miss Christian Rose de Guzman, member.
Present.
Mrs. Marjorie Kupkupin, member.
Present.
Mrs. Alitea Godoy, member. Mrs. Gina Pumeda, member.
Present.
And yours truly, our head of back secretariat. From our contractor, EA Arroyo III Construction, CLMA Construction, PGM Construction, KCE Nishonoka Construction, APG Construction, John Mermark Construction, 19 MNLL Builders.
Good morning to everyone and to our viewers. Today, we have a private conference for the procurement of civil works to discuss the scope of works and technical specifications for the projects to be bid on March 4, 2026 at 10 a.m. here at DPWH Back Conference Room.
March 16.
March 16. The bidding is on March 16. For contract ID number 25OA013, contract name and location, repair, rehabilitation of classrooms, Kapitbahayan Elementary School, City of Navotas. A brief description, repair and rehabilitation of classroom. ABC is 7,181,663 pesos and 34 centavos. Source of funds FY 2025, Basic Educational Facilities Fund Batch 1, contract duration 120 calendar days, cost of bidding documents 10,000. Contract ID number 2608-0001, contract name and location, bridge program, retrofitting, strengthening of permanent bridges, Bangkulasi Bridge, PO5083LZ, along North Bay Boulevard, Navotas City. Brief description, retrofitting, strengthening of bridge. ABC is 17,372,950 pesos and 70 centavos. Source of funds CY 2026 GAA. Contract duration 180 calendar days. Cost of bidding documents is 25,000. Pickup license size range is small B category C and D. Contract ID number 26OA002, contract name and location, bridge program retrofitting, strengthening of permanent bridges, C3 Bridge, PO1754LZ, along C3 Road, Navotas City. Brief description, retrofitting and strengthening of bridge. ABC is 16,963,354 pesos and 18 centavos. Source of funds CY 2026 GAA. Contract duration 180 calendar days. Cost of bidding documents 25,000. Pickup license size range small B category C and D. Contract ID number 26080003. Contract name and location. Bridge program retrofitting strengthening of permanent bridges C3 Bridge right BO1755LZ along C3 Road, Navotas City. Brief description, retrofitting and strengthening of bridge. ABC is 16,963,354 pesos and 18 centavos. Source of funds CY 2026 GAA. Contract duration 180 calendar days. Cost of bidding documents 25,000. Pickup license size range small B category C and D. Contract ID number 26080004. Contract name and location. Bridge program retrofitting strengthening of permanent bridges. Marala Bridge BO1747LZ along North Bay Boulevard, Navotas City. Brief description, retrofitting and strengthening of bridge. ABC is 17,393,143 pesos and 61 centavos. Source of funds CY 2026 GAA. Contract duration 180 calendar days. Cost of bidding documents 25,000 pesos. Pickup license size range small B category C and D. The scope of work of technical specifications for ID number 25OA103 to 26OA001, 26OA002, 26OA003, and 26OA004 will be discussed by Engineer Michael Mariano.
Good morning po. For the scope of work of contract ID number 25OA0103, repair rehabilitation of classrooms, Kapitbahayan Elementary School, City of Navotas, the following are the pay items. Part A, facilities for the engineer. A.1.13, construction of field office for the engineer, 20 square meters, 1 lump sum. B.3, permits and clearances, 1 lump sum. B.5, project billboard and signboards, 2 each. B.7, Occupational Safety and Health Program, 1 lump sum. B.9, Mobilization and Demobilization, 1 lump sum. 8011, Removal of Structures and Obstruction, 1 lump sum. For reinforced concrete, 9031, Formworks and False Works, Scaffolding, 1 lump sum. For finishing and other civil works, 100224, Cold Water Lines, 1 lump sum. 10031A1, ceiling, metal frame, fiber cement board, 125 and 91 square meters. 1013-2C, fabricated metal roofing accessory, gutters, 127 linear meters. 1018-2, unglazed tiles, 1,512 square meters. 1021-1A, cement floor finish plane, 985.94 square meters. 1032-1A, painting works, masonry and concrete, 2,707.70 square meters. 1032-1B, painting works wood, 125 and 9.91 square meters. 1032-1C, painting works steel, 241.34 square meters. Part F, electrical, 11031, lighting fixtures, 1 lump sum. And Part G, 12081, fire alarm system, 1 lump sum. For the scope of work for 26OA001, bridge program retrofitting, strengthening of permanent bridges, Bangkulasi Bridge along North Bay Boulevard, Navotas City. The following are the pay items. Part A, facilities for the engineer. A.113, construction of field office for the engineer, 40 square meters, 1 lump sum. For Part B, other general requirements. B.3, permits and clearances, 1 lump sum. B.5, project billboards and signboards, 3 each. B.7, occupational safety and health program, 1 lump sum. B.9, mobilization, demobilization, 1 lump sum. For Part F, bridge construction. 4141, formworks and false works, 1 lump sum. 4161A, carbon fiber sheet 1 layer, 475.52 square meters. 4161B, carbon fiber sheet 2 layers, 338.45 square meters. 4253, epoxy injection on cracks, 150 linear meters. 42510, protective coating for concrete structures, 813.97 square meters. For contract ID number 26OA002, Bridge Program Retrofitting Strengthening of Permanent Bridges, City Bridge along C3 Road, Navotas City. The following are the pay items. A.113, construction of field office for the engineer, 40 square meters, 1 lump sum. B.3, permits and clearances, 1 lump sum. B.5, project billboards and signboard, 3 each. B.72, occupational safety and health program, 1 lump sum. B.82, traffic management, 1 lump sum. B.9, mobilization, demobilization, 1 lump sum. 1016, removal of structures and obstruction concrete, 11.07 cubic meters. 1013C1, removal of actual structures and obstruction, 0.05 meters thick ACP by Rotomill, 630.7 square meters. 3022, emulsified asphalt, 630.70 square meters. 3101C, bituminous concrete surface wearing course, hot laid, thickness of 50 mm, 630.70 square meters. 4012A, concrete railing, standard, 148.4 meters. 4112, paint, 309.64 square meters. 4141, formworks and falseworks, 1 lump sum. 4161A, carbon fiber sheet, 1 layer, 930 square meters. 4253, epoxy injection on cracks, 80 linear meters. 42510, protective coating for concrete structures, 930 square meters. 6121, reflectorized thermoplastic pavement markings, white, 25.97 square meters. For contract ID number 26OA003, Bridge Program Retrofitting Strengthening of Permanent Bridges, C3 Bridge Right along C3 Road, Navotas City. The following are the pay items. A.113, construction of field office for the engineer, 40 square meter, 1 lump sum. B.3, permits and clearances, 1 lump sum. B.5, project billboard and signboard, 3 each. B.72, occupational safety and health program, 1 lump sum. B.82, traffic management, 1 lump sum. B.9, mobilization, demobilization, 1 lump sum. 1016, removal of structures and obstruction concrete, 11.07 cubic meters. 1013C1, removal of structures, obstruction, 0.05 meters thick ACP by Rotomill, 630.70 square meters. 3022, emulsified asphalt, 630.70 square meters. 3101C, bituminous concrete surface wearing course, hot laid, thickness of 50 mm, 630.7 square meters. 4012A, concrete railing, standard, 1.8.4 meters. 4112, paint, 309.64 square meters. 4141, formworks and falseworks, 1 lump sum. 4161A, carbon fiber sheet, 1 layer, 930 square meters. 4253, epoxy injection on the crack, 80 linear meters. 42510, protective coating for concrete structures, 930 square meters. 6121, reflectorized thermoplastic pavement markings, white, 25.97 square meters. For contract ID number 26OA004, Bridge Program Retrofitting Strengthening of Permanent Bridges, Marala Bridge along North Bay Boulevard, Navotas City. The following are the pay items. A.1.13, construction of field office for the engineer, 40 square meter, 1 lump sum. B.3, permits and clearances, 1 lump sum. B.5, project billboard and signboard, 3 each. B.72, occupational safety and health program, 1 lump sum. B.9, mobilization, demobilization, 1 lump sum. 4141, formworks and falseworks, 1 lump sum. 4161A, carbon fiber sheet, 1 layer, 677.94 square meters. 4161B, carbon fiber sheet, 2 layers, 227.34 square meters. 4253, epoxy injection on crack, 165 linear meters. 42510, protective coating for concrete structures, 905.28 square meters. All pay items and work shall comply with the standard specifications of the department. That's all po. Thank you.
Thank you, Engineer Mariano. Are there any questions po to our bidders or clarifications? Wala pong question, ma'am. Okay. If none, Engineer Pahimna will discuss the documents to be submitted by the bidders.
Again, good morning. Major category of works for ID number 25OA0103, building repair. For contract ID number 26OA001 to 004, bridge, retrofitting, concrete superstructure without piles. for the similar category of works that shall be considered in the evaluation of the work experience required for the contract to be bid. Please refer to DO 164 series of 2025, updated guidelines for the determinations of major and similar category of works. The required key personnel and minimum years work experience, 5 years in general and 3 years in relevant. Project engineer, DPWH accredited engineer. Materials engineer, DPWH accredited materials engineer. Full-time safety officer certified DOLE with 40 hours CSHP seminar. General foreman, skilled laborer and unskilled laborer. The required equipment for ID number 25OA0103, cargo truck, dump truck, one bagger mixer, welding machine, and disc grinder and minor tools. For ID number 26OA001, generator set, cargo truck, grinding machine and accessories, air compressors, all model, portable grinder, service truck, pressurized epoxy injector, bar cutter, bar bender, and minor tools. For ID 26OA002 and 26OA003, generator set, cargo truck, grinding machine and accessories, air compressor, portable grinder, service truck, pressurized epoxy injector, cooled milling machine, power boom, asphalt distributor, asphalt paver, pneumatic tire roller, tandem steel roller, water truck, and minor tools. For ID 26OA004, cargo truck, service truck, air compressor, grinding machine and accessories, generator set, portable grinder, pressurized epoxy injector, and minor tools. For the laboratory equipment, please refer to DO number 11 series of 2017 for the minimum materials testing equipment. Documents to be submitted by the bidders. Submission and receipt of bids is composed of technical and financial proposal, which should be in separate sealed envelopes, which shall be submitted simultaneously. Contents of first envelope or technical proposal. Updated field job certificate of platinum registration and membership. Registration certificate from Securities and Exchange Commission or SEC. Department of Trade and Industry or DTI for sole proprietorship or cooperative development authority or CDA for cooperatives or its equivalent document. Mayor's business permit issued by the city or municipality where the principal place of business of the prospective bidder is located, or the equivalent documents for the executive economic zones or areas. Tax clearance as per EO 398 Series 2005 as finally reviewed and approved by the Bureau of Internal Revenue. Philippine Contractors Accreditation Board or PICAB or Special PICAB license in case of joint venture. Each partner of the joint venture shall submit their respective field job certificate of platinum registration in accordance with Section 20.2.9.1 of the IRR of RA 12009. The submission of technical and financial eligibility documents by any of the joint venture partners constitute compliance, provided that the partner responsible to submit the NFCC shall likewise submit the statement of all of its ongoing contracts and audited financial statements. The prospective bidder's audited financial statement showing, among others, the prospective bidder's total and current assets and liabilities, stamp received by the BIR or its duly accredited and authorized institutions for the preceding calendar year, which should not be earlier than 2 years from the date of bid submission. Submit a latest general information sheet reflecting the beneficial ownership information duly received by the Securities and Exchange Commission for corporation and sworn affidavit of eligibility and beneficial ownership. You may see in the PhilJEP's Advisory Number 2025-007 or in Section 82.3 of RA 12009. Statement of the prospective bidder of all its ongoing government and private contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started, if any, whether similar or not similar in nature and complexity to the contract to be bid. Statement of the bidder's single largest completed contract similar to the contract to be bid, except under conditions provided under the rules. Original copy of bid security with validity period of 120 calendar days from the date of submission of bids. The procuring entity may request the bidders to extend the validity of their bid securities beyond 120 calendar days prior to their expiration if the funding source for the procurement project has yet to be approved and made effective. The bidder shall submit a bid securing declaration, no percentage required, and shall be notarized or any form of bid security like any bid security. The procuring entity may request the bidders to extend. Parang nagdoble. Ay. The bidder shall submit a bid securing declaration with no percentage required and shall be notarized or any form of bid security like cash or cashier's check, manager's check issued by a bank equivalent to 2% of ABC, bank draft guarantee or irrevocable letter equivalent to 5% of ABC, surety bond callable upon demand issued by a surety or insurance company duly certified by the Insurance Commission as authorized to issue such security equivalent to 5% of ABC. NFCC computation is equal to current assets minus current liabilities times 15 minus value of unfinished projects, including awarded projects and not yet started coinciding with the contract to be bid. For the project requirements, organizational chart for the procurement to be bid, list of contractors, key personnel to be assigned to the procurement project to be bid with their complete qualifications and experience data. List of contractors' major equipment units which are owned, leased, and or under purchase agreements supported by proof of ownership or certifications of availability of equipment from the equipment lessor vendor for the duration of the project as case may be, and original duly signed omnibus sworn statement in accordance with Section 54.3 of the new RA 12009. Contents of second envelope are financial proposal. Bid form in accordance with the prescribed format and shall be typewritten or written in ink and shall be signed by the bidder or its duly authorized, duly representative. Bid price in the bill of quantities, duly accomplished detailed estimates form, including a summary sheet indicating the unit prices of construction materials, labor rates, and equipment rentals used and coming up with a bid. Cash flow by quarter. Note, any bid submitted after the deadline for submission and receipt of bids prescribed by the procuring entity shall be declared late and shall not be accepted by the procuring entity. Bid submission may be done manually or electronically, but bidders should only select one mode of submission, either manual or electronic. For the financial and technical envelope shall be book bounded on manual submission of bids. All documents, requirements, and financial and technical envelope are duly signed by the bidder and properly tagged for easy verification. Please submit the updated field job certificate of platinum registration. All assigned project engineer of the contractor shall be accredited by the DPWH. All bidders shall submit their ISO certification 9001-2015 and compliance to DO 110 Series 2024. All bidders shall submit the general information sheet reflecting the beneficial ownership information duly received by the SEC or Securities and Exchange Commission for Corporation. In evaluation of bids, the financial component of the bids of each past bidder shall be evaluated using non-discretionary criteria, including arithmetical corrections for computational errors, and thus determine the correct total calculated bid prices. The box shall automatically disqualify any total calculated bid price which exceeds the ABC. In evaluation of bids, the following factors are to be considered in the evaluation of the bid. For price completeness, no price. Where no price or a zero or a dash free to the GOP, all prices are deemed to include all taxes. Bids not addressing or providing all of the required items in the bidding documents, including, where applicable, BOQ shall be considered non-responsive. For arithmetical corrections, bid price and figures versus words prevail. Total price per item versus unit price per item, unit price prevails. Total price versus actual sum of prices of component items, actual prevails. Unit cost in detailed estimates versus unit cost in BOQ, BOQ prevails. During post-qualifications, the submitted documents requirements like legal requirement, technical requirement, financial requirements shall be checked and verified. If the bid is above ABC, disqualified. In contract award, the contract shall be awarded to the bidder whose bid has been determined to be the lowest calculated and responsive bid as a result of the detailed evaluation and post-qualification conducted. The successful bidder shall be notified through the issuance of the notice of award within the validity period and must be confirmed by the successful bidder and writing within 10 days upon receipt thereof in accordance with Section 66.5 of RA 12009. Thank you. Sa category C and
Yung ISO certification requirement po based po sa DO 110. Ma'am, pwedeng pakibalik dun sa sa nakasulat na ISO requirement natin. Ayan pa. Yung third bullet po, ISO certification in compliance with DO 110 series of 2024. So yung meron lang pong categories na nire-require na may ISO certification na i-include sa submission nila. Kung hindi under sa category na yun, hindi required ang ISO certification.
May question pa po. Sila po doon. Kayo, sir, may question po kayo, sir. Wala na po. If there are no further questions, the private conference is adjourned at 9:30 a.m. Thank you, everyone, and to our viewers.